Hey guys, it's John, and welcome to my playthrough of Goosebumps the game. It released today, and I had no idea it even existed or was even being developed, but here it is. I checked Steam today, and I saw it, so I decided that I had to play it. For those of you that don't know, growing up, I was a big Goosebumps fan, and to prove it, I have a couple books here. These are like original printings. This is Say Cheese and Die. Night of the Living Dummy, of course. One Day at Horrorland, the best-selling title of the series, I believe. All the way through Monster Blood 4, which is number 62. I even have some of all of the Series 2000 books. So I've been a big Goosebumps fan growing up, and I think it's safe to say that Goosebumps is what got me into horror at all. Horror movies, horror games, horror literature, any of that stuff. So, yeah, I'm very excited to play this. I had no idea that it was coming out. For those of you that are interested, I do also have a playthrough of Goosebumps Attack of the Mutant, the 1990s PC game, also on my channel, if you're interested in further Goosebumps content. Now, you may be wondering about this game because I don't think it was even marketed. It was developed by Way Forward, who you may know as the developer behind Double Dragon Neon and DuckTales Remastered, both of which were alright, as well as some Adventure Time games and a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. It seems like they deal exclusively with licensed games, so who knows what this is gonna be like. I think it's already a bad sign that I clicked on options and these are the options. There's no graphical options to speak of, but from watching the trailer, this is like a point and click puzzly type of game, so I guess there doesn't need to be any graphical options. I don't know. I'm tired of talking. Let's just go ahead and play. File select, okay? Name your character. I'm just gonna go boring on this one. I'm John. Choose your gender. So, if it's not obvious now, this is probably aimed at children. So just keep that in mind. This guy creeps me out. We better get a big tip. If you're that concerned, maybe try not to drop his stuff. Hey, for all we know, the lock got busted before I dropped it. I've heard that before. This kind of scrolls too fast. Whatever, just finished packing up this junk. I'll head back up to something. Who hires a moving company to move out in the middle of the night anyway? Just be glad someone did. We needed the job. So what about that girl? Should I call her or not? The toll booth operator? You ain't got a chance. It's probably for the best anyway. But with our on the road, I don't know what that said. It scrolls way too fast. Say, you ever get creeped out driving late at night like this? What do you mean? Oh, you know, it's late. Everyone's asleep. It's gotta be things that slink out from the shadows. This better not be about that haunted car again. It's real. Real, maybe, but not haunted. The haunted car, that's a Series 2000 book, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it seemed haunted at the time. You can't scare me with that story. Already heard it a million times. Well, good. That's not even my hairiest adventure. I get it. No, there's too many inside jokes. Heard that one. Okay, well, zombies? Guess I told you a lot of these. We don't gotta talk the whole time, you know. Could listen to some music? What was that? So, you gonna open it? What is it? Oh, I ain't opening it. You're the one with all the scary adventures. But there's so much weird stuff in there. You saw it. Just open the door already. Oh, I see Slappy. Oh, and the Scarecrow walks at midnight. I can't see anything. Satisfied. Looks like you've got a new tale of horror. Night of the tipped over box. Not funny. Oh, there's someone there. What is it? Some kid? It's friggin' Slappy the dummy. Oh, haha. What? Wait, what? It's just a ventriloquist dummy. Who you calling dummy, dummy? That's my best Slappy voice I could come up with, sorry. Okay, so it goes way too fast for me to read. Finally, school's out for the day and you're ready for a pleasant walk home. These clouds look pretty bad though. Was it supposed to rain today? Okay, I actually get to control when it moves on. So, You go to check the weather, but your cell phone appears to be missing. Sorry, I just realized that I'm blocking the thing. Hang on 1 second. All right, there we go. You can examine your environment by moving the cursor to an object or area and pressing left mouse button, then choosing look on the drop down. Okay. So I have a key. It's a locker key. Your verb menu. Your verb menu. All right, so just to emphasize this, I am very familiar with the Goosebumps series, but I don't really remember what happens in a lot of them. I'll just probably recognize various references. So if we encounter like monster blood or whatever, like I don't know, I can't remember how to deal with it. Like you douse it with water or some shit, I don't know. You can look directly by pressing Q or even interact by pressing E. And I think this is a good time to say that even though this is a children's game, my commentary is not suitable for children. So I just thought I would get that out of the way. I will be swearing. If that's an issue, then you can back out now. It's the key to your locker. You keep it easily accessible at all times. That way you have more time between classes to chat with friends. Okay. So we can go out to the parking lot. So who am I playing? The door into the school building. Kids were sprinting out of it moments ago. They're probably halfway home by now. No, I know how to play games, thank you. Open. You push the door open. Wow, I have like superpowers. Let's go inside. With a heavy sigh, you trudge back inside. That's so R.L. Stine like verbiage right there. Trudge. The long, empty hallway stretches into the distance. You stop near your locker. Trusty old 402. Is this like the haunted school, or with any luck, your cell phone is in there? Well, let's. All right. Okay, use there. Turn the key and the lock pops open easily. You slide it off and open your locker. They're really padding this. I just need to get my cell phone. Thank goodness, it's your cell phone, seemingly unharmed and fully charged. Why don't you have it with you? Oh, I guess maybe in schools they make you put your cell phone in your locker? I don't know, it's been a while since I've been in high school. You grab your cell phone and cradle it protectively against your chest. You were afraid you'd lost it. After a moment, you calm down and check the phone. Yup, it's still fully charged somehow. Looks like you have a voicemail. You click play. Hi John, it's Mom. Just want to let you know I'll be home later on tonight. The clients want to take us to dinner. What sort of clients does Mom have? Maybe you shouldn't be telling your son about these clients. Chad should be home pretty soon, so you two will need to fend for yourselves. Remember the keys under the back steps. Love you. I got an achievement called Calling All Creeps. That's terrific. It's another reference. That was a weird book, Calling All Creeps. I remember thinking that one was kind of weird. These are all the books you didn't need for homework. Oh, of course. Stickers. You put these stickers up at the start of the year and are already sick of them. Your brother was right. The only thing more permanent than tattoos are stickers. It's not true. Stick carefully. There are multiple ways to move between areas. Quit trying to get me to like move out of the way. I want to look around and explore. Paid like 16 bucks for this game, like, or 17 I think. Okay, what little homework you do have can easily be done in the minutes before class tomorrow. I'm so excited about this, you guys. I can't explain it. I can't put it into words. Can I call? Map? Oh, cool. Wait, did it say, wait. GBMPS? Goosebumps maps? You dial your brother's number. Hi, you've reached Chad, except you also missed Chad. Sorry. What a douchey voicemail. I'm probably busy doing something important, or at least something, whatever it is. You could, like, leave a message, though. That'd be cool. I might call you back if I remember. I hate you, Chad. Use cell phone on. Oh, okay. So that's, like, for puzzly purposes. Let's go into the math classroom. Having a locker so close to math is more of a curse than a blessing. You end up seeing a lot of Miss Tooley. classroom is seriously the last place you feel like going into right now. Well, knock on it anyway. 3 loud knocks echo through the hall. What in the world do you want? It sounds like Miss Tooley. Can't a woman read in peace? You quietly slink away from the door, hoping she didn't see you. What's this? Someone left some crumpled paper in the hall. Let's take it. You lean down and take the paper. Oh, it looks like a note. An item was added to your inventory. Yeah, thank you. So, can I look at it? Once straightened out, the note reads, "Hey, you found my note. I hope that you would. Sometimes people see notes in the hall and just assume they're trash. Not you, though." What? Alright, that was pointless. It looks like someone got smashed into the locker. This happened the day Roger forgot his locker combination. Fortunately, yours is easy to remember. Insert key, turn. Thank you. Another door looms over the far end of the hall. You aren't quite sure what's behind it. Stairs, maybe? You'll check it out tomorrow. It's home time. Alright, fine then. Who put this up here? Some basketball player? You gladly leave the school building for the 2nd time today. The front of your school, the gate's still open, so you should probably come and go as needed. Thank you, thank you. Information? I can call information. I forgot about that. You dial 411, hoping for some information on what's going on. A chirpy voice begins to play. Thank you for calling information. Due to an unexpectedly large call volume, all our operators are busy. Please use our automated system to seek out the answer to your question. I'm gonna hang up. You get tired of hacking through the phone tree and hang up. You can always call again later if you have any questions. All right. Let's go. We don't need to look at the gate. You walk through the gates to the parking lot. Oh man, there's gonna be so much cool shit in this game, like the Haunted Mask, Shocker on Shock Street, the Abominable Snowman, of course, like, it's gonna be cool. Maybe we'll see the Masked Mutant, maybe like the Mummy or like the Invisible Kid. Maybe we'll encounter the basement, Dead House, the Ghost Beach thing, whatever that thing's called, I can't remember. You peer over, trying not to get so close that you can smell it. You fail, and the reek of spoiled milk assaults you. R.L. Stine was really fond of the word reek. He used it a lot. Like whenever he had siblings fight with each other, they would say that the other one reeked. Stuff like that. Open it up. Gross. Push. If the smell didn't deter you, the cockroaches skittering across the dumpster certainly do. Is this monster blood? That slime is not normal. Your mind races with thoughts of alien invasion or zombie drool. What could it be? Could be the invasion of the body squeezers, maybe. You muster some courage and go in for a closer look. Oh, it's just someone old milkshake. Really, really old milkshake. That's disgusting! And that's not what it is, I promise. What a beat up old car. You wouldn't mind one just like it, but you're too young to drive. Oh yeah, we always play, in like Goosebumps books, the protagonist is always 12. I think with very, very few exceptions. That's Ridge Lane, kind of a sleepy little street. Taking that route home would add 20 minutes, plus it might rain. Well, what do you suggest then? So you don't want to go that way? Woods? You want to go through the woods? You've been playing in the woods since you were little. You used to reenact movies with your brother before he grew up. You're kind of grown up now yourself. You mainly use the woods as a shortcut to and from school. All right, so what could we have in the woods? We could have the Werewolf of Fever Swamp for some reason. We could have the You Don't Scare Me slime monsters. There's lots of stuff that could be in the woods. You hike up the well-worn path into the woods. I'm really excited. The familiar sights and sounds of the woods. The path leads over a bridge and turns into some trees. What is this? Oh no, looks like somebody lost their dog. Poor kid. Here's some Goosebumps trivia for you. In the Say Cheese and Die episode, the kid, main protagonist, was played by Ryan Gosling early on in his acting career. You pull the flyer from the tree just in case you find a similar dog. I believe it was the last episode of season 1. It's available on Netflix if you're interested. Gigi, a lovable bundle of cuddles, apparently. Okay, I'll keep a lookout. Yeah, for sure. It's sturdier than it looks. It's lasted your entire childhood. All right, let's go ahead. You cross the bridge and head deeper into the woods. Ooh, what if they do like a Beast from the East thing? You reach a small clearing surrounded by trees on all sides. There's a weird guy creeping around. You've never seen him before. Whoa, that guy looks to be around 30 or so, but there's something off about him. His clothes are torn and wouldn't make eye contact. Does he have like a plant hand? Taking a closer look, you notice his hair is green and kind of leafy. You see bugs crawling around beneath his clothes. You start to ask the man if he's lost, but he grunts at you unintelligibly. Really? You take a few steps around the weird guy, but he spins on you with inhuman speed. Your vision blurs as the plant creature's vines tighten around your neck. You struggle, but it's too late. You're already withering. What? How'd I die there? You can die? I guess this is kind of like a give yourself goosebumps type of thing. I mean, I don't know. It bounces off harmlessly, but he definitely noticed it. He raises his arm slowly and you hear a leafy hiss. I died again! That killed me? Really? Maybe I need to find something. Did I miss something that I need to take first? Clearing. With so much flat, even ground, this spot is perfect for picnics and bike rides. You can already see houses. These are just a few streets down from yours. Yeah, well, you're the one who wanted to take the freaking woods. More trees, like Chad always says. A tree is a tree is a tree, except the really cool tree down the path from here. Chad sounds like an idiot. So is this a big spooky tree? You're nervous about that guy though, whoever he is. Okay. Left path? Can I, for some reason, you never know with these things. Okay, so he killed me there too. Cause like, it kind of reminds me of like the Give Yourself Goosebumps books where like, if you chose the right path, like sometimes you would die. If you chose the left path, like you would live. It was always weird like that. I jog back towards the school. Let's take a look. All right, looks like we can go to the right. That would help. Dusty path. It's a rough-looking gravel path. You've heard it goes to the janitor's shed, but can't be sure. The janitor's shed? Like they just keep him out there? It's more overgrown than you expected. By the time you reach the shed, the wind's picked up quite a bit. Your cheeks sting from the cold. Dude, let's take this rake. What's the point of a shed if he's going to leave all the tools outside? That's deep. The padlock looks ancient. It's covered in rust. What can we hit it with? Ouch, you slam your fist against the lock, resulting only in bloody knuckles. Dude, it's a bottle of weed killer with a handy 2-setting nozzle. Let's take it. We already know what we're gonna do with this. You carefully tuck the weed killer into your bag, checking that it's set to off. Oh, make sure the safety's on that thing. Okay, so I'm guessing we'll use the weed killer on the guy. You hurry back down the path to the parking lot, and we'll come back here once we have like some sort of tool. Don't forget to save your game frequently in case the unthinkable happens. Oh, cool. Yeah, save. Nice. So this is clearly a very basic game. I don't think the puzzles are gonna get, you know, more elaborate than use the weed killer on the plant, but I'm still, you've never seen him before, you liar. We just saw him. On a hunch, you raise the weed killer and pump the trigger 3 times, spraying the strange figure. He recoils violently as it hits his face. Smoke rises from the wounds and you smell something like freshly cut grass. He retreats to the foot of the hill before falling down and cowering. Aww. I got an achievement called Stay Out of the Forest, so that's definitely a Stay Out of the Basement reference. He doesn't seem so threatening anymore. He's covering his face with long, ropey fingers and trembling. I'm trying to decide, like, what monster I'm most excited to see. I think it's probably the sponge from It Came Beneath the Sink. You cut through the trees and travel further into the woods. All right. You reach the big tree and take a nice deep breath. Ah, the air in this spot smells cleaner somehow. Spooky tree. This tree is so big it must be incredibly old. If you wrapped your arms around it, your fingers wouldn't touch, not even close. All right. So what happens if we do this? You aim the weed killer carefully and prepare to fire, but think better of it. Let's check out the map. Okay, we probably need something else for this. You hold out the flyer. Have you seen this dog? Short brown fur, about 7 years old. Why are you talking to a tree? You're crazy. Let's go back into the woods. You re-enter the clearing. That weird guy is still cowering in the corner, so you do your best to ignore him. The hill rises up, creating a kind of wall around the clearing. It's too steep to climb. Leaves crunch under your feet as you walk down the path. This is the end of the woods. You can get to your neighborhood just up that hill. Looks like there's some kind of commotion near the tunnel. Look at this commotion! A bunch of kids from school are gathered around. They seem really excited about something. You ask what's going on, but Tyler Alseth just glares at you. Mind your own business, John. Oh yeah? Have you seen this lost dog? You hold out the flyer. Have you seen this dog? Short brown fur, about 7 years old? They don't say anything. You throw this at him. You toss the note, but it doesn't fly very far. Rather than litter, you scoop it back up. All right, you weeds. Oh, okay. That's fine. Pipe tunnel. The tunnel is actually a large drain pipe. The water inside stinks like old socks. You look for a way through the crowd, but it's just not happening. All right, let's go home. With large steps, you hike up the slope to your neighborhood. Almost home, you think as you step into your neighborhood. Your spirits fall immediately when you notice an accident down the street. The road is completely blocked, you'll need to find a different way around. That moving van got into an accident. The back is open and boxes are spilling out into the street. You hurry over to the wrecked moving van. Oh, no way! A sense of dread creeps up the back of your neck. All right, so we got my shrunken head right there. That's monster blood. That's the mummy. Scarecrow walks at midnight. Vampire breath? Looks like a fancy portrait, though it's too dark to see much detail. There weren't that many vampire books. A canister of something. You opt to keep your distance. That glow doesn't bode well. It's one of those shrunken heads with weird olive skin, wispy hair, and high cheekbones. Its eyes and mouth are sewn shut. Let's take it. Why not, right? You pick up the shrunken head, it's cold and slimy, and drop it into your bag. A really imposing scarecrow. Pumpkin head, straw hair, threadbare hat. You don't really see these much anymore. It's a globe, a map of the earth. I don't remember what the globe's from. You wind up, then spin the globe with a mighty slap. It spins and spins before coming to a stop at Transylvania. Spooky. Really? Transylvania? Some nondescript books are stacked up. Encyclopedias, a thesaurus, a style guide. Boring stuff. What kind of style guide? Like Associated Press style guide? Like Chicago style? What is it? You pull out a decent looking book and dust it off. Shrugging, you place it into your bag. R.L. Stine did that a lot too. He made people shrug a lot. You'd feel pretty nosy opening these up to look inside. They're probably full of socks and underwear anyway. You'd feel pretty nosy opening these up to look inside. Okay. What about this thing up there? The air inside the van is musty. It smells like Grandma's house threw up inside an antique store. All right. So we're not gonna take the monster blood? Really? It's addressed to a Mr. Goulberg. Name doesn't ring a bell. Really? You feel like you shouldn't be here and decide to creep away. Huh. It's a sleepy neighborhood street. You're surprised people don't seem more concerned about the accident. Idyllic tract homes line the street. You assume a happy nuclear family lives in each one. Is this really for kids? I mean, props for using the words and stuff, but... Okay, let's take a look. Map. So that's it. So there's no additional... hose. Here we go. It's a standard garden hose. Let's take it. Let's just take the hose. You attempt to carry the hose away, but it's stuck on the faucet. You end up just stretching it across the entire yard. It still had some water inside, which is now all over your pants. In the end, you coil it back up where it started. I wonder if there's something we can do. We don't really have anything yet. I'm trying to figure out, like, if I missed something or not. Let's go back to the woods. You hurry down the hill back into the woods. Oh! Oh, it's the rabbit from Bad Hair Day! This is the far end of the woods, just below your neighborhood. The creek flows into a huge drain pipe tunnel. He's gonna talk. It's a small white rabbit. His fur is unkempt and he seems wary of you. You kneel down, look into the rabbit's eyes. Hey there, little fella. It is a mazo! Humph, says the rabbit to your surprise. I thought those brutes would never leave. With a flash of white, the rabbit disappears into the brush. Dude, we gotta go into the pipe tunnel now. You hold your nose and slog into the tunnel, taking care to avoid stepping in the water. You creep into the tunnel, an unnatural darkness closing in around you. Halfway through, you wonder if you'll make it. What? You're too young to be thinking stuff like that. You're pretty sure it's water, but it shimmers with a blackness that normal water doesn't have. Hole. You peer into the darkness. Far in the distance, you hear a sound like the ocean. Let's take a look at the map, because it pretty much tells us where we can go. You stare at the map for several moments before realizing it won't update. Must be a bad signal in here. So close yet so far, the wash at the far end is the only source of light in the whole tunnel. Let's jump in. With a running start, you dive into the big black hole. You fall for what seems like hours. Falling. This might have been a mistake. Nah, dude. Oh, what? That was just a death trap? Are you serious? Unbelievable. So why save if it just checkpoints you? You steel your nerves and push on. This wash runs behind many of the houses on your street. You can usually find all sorts of weird junk that people have thrown out here. Old shoe. A shoe, just one, lies alone in the wash. Part of you wonders if its owner is still here somewhere. I don't know why I said wonder. Let's take it. So far we've got a bunch of useless items. Deciding it's better in your hands than out in the elements, you pick up the shoe. Deep pool. The water here seems to extend forever. You squint, but still can't see the bottom of the pool. Well, let's obviously reach inside. Getting down your knees, you put one arm into the pool of water. Its icy chill clings to your skin as you reach further down. What, is this like Camp Cold Lake or something? The water rises past your elbow. Sylvan hit bottom. You take a deep breath and press on, reaching down. The water laps against your shoulder. You reach left and right, but can't feel anything but water. You start to imagine a hand gripping your wrist and yanking you down beneath the cold surface. It's almost real. The sensation of bony fingers wrapping around you, tightening, the pool rushing towards your face. You take a desperate breath and hold it, clenching your eyes shut. Moments later, you realize it's your imagination. You gasp and pull your arm out, soaked but unharmed. You look around to make sure nobody saw that. The coast seems clear. Chimney? A chimney? How would a chimney even get here? Somebody left a bike wheel. It's a little banged up, but not too bad. It probably still rolls just fine. You secure the hub of the wheel and spin it with one hand. Seems fine. It clicks and everything. Well, if it clicks, you know. It's good. Good to go. A steady stream of water flows out of the pipe and across a riverbed of stones and cement. Okay. Let's check the map. I really hope that, like, this isn't the full map of the game. I have a feeling this is a short game. Your cousins used to live just up this hill, and you used it as a shortcut. They moved a few years ago, though. Okay, let's go this way. You hop across the rocks to the far end and stroll into your neighborhood. What the heck? You take several large gasps and try to calm down. That dog attacked as soon as you entered your neighborhood. Thank goodness it's on a leash. I can't remember what this book is from, or what this is a reference to. The barking ghost? No. This is the dog that tried to eat your face. She's a poodle, and you wonder if being psychotic is common in the breed. Hey there, girl. You say in a pleasant voice. The dog growls in response, sending some drool in your direction. Hey there, little girl. This is your family's mailbox. You always check it after school because it lets you know if anyone else is home before you get there. Why are there 4? You open your mailbox, hoping there's something in there for you. It's a letter, but it's addressed to someone you've never heard of. Must be a past resident. Who is it? Priscilla Peppercorn or something? You take the letter out of the mailbox. Coupons. It's a sheet of coupons for the local dairy freeze. You make a note to go there this week. You slip the coupons into your bag. You found this coupon mailer in your mailbox. Looks like some great deals going on at the moment. It's a letter from your mailbox, though you don't recognize the name. Yeah, but what's the name? Shut the mailbox, okay? Hi. The woman doesn't look familiar. Maybe she's new in town. She's dressed extremely formally for someone walking her dog. Alright, let's cool it with the judgment. You nervously stammer hello to the woman, who turns a disinterested eye in your direction. Sorry about the dog. She looks to have given you quite the fright. Oh. Oh, that's okay. I'm John. What's your name? Forster. Mrs. Forster. There's an uncomfortable silence. Why? Look at this house next to them! I just noticed it. This town of yours, it's very quiet. What a shame if something were to startle it awake. She chuckles. Fifi! What book is this from? I can't remember. Fifi is no more dangerous than her handler, my dear. Now, if you'll excuse us, Mrs. Forster and Fifi continue their walk down the street. Fifi? Is that from a Give Yourself Goosebumps book? I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time. Very weird. Ooh, you can zoom in. Okay. Dude, this looks like dead house. Your house? You move further down the street to stand in front of what used to be your house. Oh, this is totally dead house. This is exactly like the cover art. The large house reaches up towards the ominous sky, its twisted windows portals to madness. All right, H.P. Lovecraft, let's cool it. This is your address, but this is definitely not the home you left this morning. Wait, this is my house? You walk to the window and attempt to slide it open. It won't budge. The door is twice as big and easily 3 times as ornate as it should be. You wonder if your house key will still work. You struggle with the knob, but it's not budging. You may as well try your house key just in case. Well, where's the house key? This is my locker key. You hop down the steps and head back to the street. It's your street, but things don't look quite how you left it. For example, there's an enormous creepy mansion where your house should be. You're definitely on the right street. You're positive this is your neighbor's house. The girl who lives here used to babysit you. Now she's a hot college chick. We should try to get her number so we can call her. What was the, where was the key? A busy signal. Yeah, because isn't the key somewhere on the house? I think they said that. Tree. You swore this tree had leaves yesterday. You reach up to get a nice grip on the branches, then place one foot against the trunk. You push upward, but slide right back down. The bark is entirely slick. Not just like partially slick, entirely slick. Two wicked-looking stone gargoyles keep watch over the master bedroom. You assume that's still the master bedroom window, though apparently anything is possible. I don't have a house key. Yeah, I know that. Where's my house key? You call your mother and the phone rings twice before she picks up. Oh, I was just about to call you and be a bother. You do remember we keep our spare key under the porch, right? Yeah. Oh, of course you do. You're not a baby anymore. Sorry, hun. She hangs up. These seem like the same rickety porch stairs you've always had, but when attached to this particular house, they seem more sinister. Well, where? Under the porch. This is the porch, right? Oh, backyard. You can reach your backyard through this side entrance, assuming it's still your backyard. Let's go over there. I guess that's what they meant by the porch. The back porch. Ah, okay. In spite of the weirdness in your neighborhood, your backyard provides a welcome retreat. A peaceful, quiet blankets the enclosure. Sorry, that was difficult for me to read. Toy dino. That tiny T-Rex is ferocious looking. Who's been playing dinosaurs back here? You don't play in the sandbox anymore, and that is not your truck. Are kids coming in here and using your sandbox? It's Mom's standard gardening spade. Great for planting bulbs and digging up weeds. Wow, I have 2 pages now. You brush off the dirt and tuck the spade into your things. Dump the truck. You dump the truck, right. Into the bag with the rest of your stuff. You slip the dinosaur toy into your pack. It might be useful later. Why would you think that? Ah, the good old tire swing. You've got a lot of memories tied up in this wheel of fun. You giddily run up and jump into the tire. As it flies forward, you lean back, you close your eyes and can't help but shouting, "Whee!" The moment passes and you reluctantly lower yourself to the ground. You hold the swing until it stops moving and step away. Life's so much more complicated now. Okay, 12-year-old. Just wait until you have to deal with bills. Just a grill? Get out of here! This is a Charmeister Elite Ultimate Grilling System. You crouch down and lean your head into the porch for a better look. It's a beat up old cola can. Nobody would think to look in here for the spare key. You pick up the cola can and shake it, listening as the spare key clanks around inside. After a moment, it falls out. You take the spare key. We've got so many items. You back out of the hole and stand up. Back door. Door leads into the laundry room / mudroom of your house. Alright, can I it's not a paper clip. Your house key won't fit there. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? What do you mean? What do you mean it won't fit in there? You have different locks for the back and front doors?